Hello and welcome to the Sunday Preview Rundown. It's Gitz time.
It's the Git mobs.
Gitz.
I mean, they've been fast tracking the releases of the army sets.
Yeah, we ain't got time to wait around.
Yeah, where it's
Go,
oh my
go.
god, when is this gonna come out? But
I was gonna say after the wonderfully received Army box. Yeah, as we talked about last time, or when that Army box was announced, GW needs to realize that it doesn't matter if it's a good deal model-wise, because nothing GW sells is a good deal.
right,
But when you only offer 9, cavalry models and then charge the same amount for it, it trips people onto the fact that maybe your prices are a little bonkers.
yeah, especially doing that for Sigmar, because Sigmar is generally a lower selling game.
There was actually a this has been going around the internet. I can send it to you later if you want to put it here. There is a graphic that was from Gamma, which is the Gamma Trade Expo, which is basically the miniatures game. Age of Sigmar is number 4 right now.
Interesting. Well, it's lower selling than 40k.
Yeah, 40k is number 1.
Yeah, I figured that.
I believe BattleTech was number 2.
Oh wow, that actually surprised me a
Yeah,
little
it's same, but I guess not. I'm trying to find where that was. I'll find it later.
Yeah,
and
send it to me
you.
after.
But yeah, it was very, very interesting. But anyway, Age of Sigmar had actually dropped to number 5 last year, but it's back up to number 4.
Oh, nice. Probably with the new edition.
Yep. Well, and that data probably didn't include this box.
Oh yeah, fair.
All right, I don't know how much of that's going to get cut, but anyway.
But, I mean,
All right.
it's all relevant.
Oh, that's true. So we've got Battletome Gloomspite Gitz with, hey, some new art.
Yeah, it does have some new art. I'm not a fan of the art, personally. The wolves look great. The grots themselves look like 3D renders.
I was actually about to say that about the wolf. It looks a little too photorealistic.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Just the lighting on that cover looks odd.
It does. It does. I mean, it could just be that they wanted to be as realistic as possible, but, like, the realism's throwing me a little bit. Compare this to the previous cover, which I will put up.
Right.
It's just, like, a little jarring, in my opinion.
I agree. It's an uncanny valley almost.
Yeah.
So if it's anything like every other Age of Sigmar tome that's released, it would be barely different from the index.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
I don't even know.
because the army box came out, we do know the differences.
Oh, right.
So the differences is basically the army rule changed. It's no longer the moon moving across the battlefield. It affects different things in different times.
Oh, right, yeah.
Other than that, it's pretty similar.
Yeah.
But
And, of course, you can get the Gamer's Edition for the more expensive paperback with Invalidata cards.
Yeah.
To quote a friend from Discord.
yeah.
But let's get on to the real thing we're here for, which is the models.
Ooh.
Drogs de Sun Champa.
Oh, he's jumping to sun. So this one was in the army box.
Oh, it's, the new Okami remake is looking real weird.
It does have that, like, if this... Because it's the sun, the ring on the back with the sun, but it's, like, made out of scrap and wood.
Yeah.
So you just, like, take the goblin off the back, and it's Okami.
You're gonna see this model painted white.
Oh, 100%.
With the what's her name? Amaratsu. I never actually played Okami.
Yeah, I think it's Amaratsu.
You're gonna see this model painted with those markings in
100%.
that color. And it's a great model. I love this model.
Yeah, it looks great. The tactical rock is a little too big, in my opinion.
Yeah, he wants to be tall.
Maybe it's a cat in disguise. Wants to be as high up as possible.
You and I both have a love of wolf models.
We do.
It's true, whether they be space wolves or these wolves, and this one is really good.
Yeah, agreed.
Speaking of also the Snarl Boss and Wolfgit Retinue. Wolfgit is a stupid name.
It is. This was previously the Underworld's warband, correct?
Yes.
That is interesting. So they did another Underworlds to be released. They haven't done one since Stormcast.
It's third, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Stormcast. Well, and
Skaven.
yeah, thank you.
But
the other thing in that box.
Skaven was first, which is why I was.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, my brain was parceling them together.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, this was formerly Ripa's Snarl Fangs. They are great models.
Yeah, they're great. Again, fond for wolves. I like the like beat up battle scars kind of things because they were originally printed as named characters, but now they're unnamed, non-unique.
I doubt these will be as well received rules wise, because it's not a cheap priest or wizard that doesn't take up a hero slot.
Yeah, they're probably just going to be like, I don't know, hit and run fast. One of them has a bow. I don't even know how that's going to work.
You have one of them with the same way that always works with Underworld's warbands, or like Callus and Toll, where it was like, okay, here's your 3 characters with the 82 different profiles, roll for all of them.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, probably not as well received, but still fantastic models.
Yes, agreed.
Now we have, it's my turn to try it. Snarl Boss on War Wheela.
I saw Fury Road. It was pretty good.
Again, I love the dude's flail like sticking off the side. That's definitely not going to crash into his own cart.
Yeah. These, of course, were our callbacks to the wolf chariots from Old World, basically, that the Night Goblins and Goblins had. So this is kind of a modernization of an old kit idea, and people love these, so they're happy to see them.
Yeah.
You either get the melee chariot version or the Frazzle Git Shaman, which I'm assuming is going to act as a, it says summon scorching magic, so it's probably a wizard.
Yeah. Again, like all this stuff is out. We don't play the faction. So
Right,
yeah. I believe it is a wizard. Next is the Sun Stilo Wheelas, which are the smaller chariot versions of those. More goblins on it though.
Yes. This is basically the equivalent of the Stormstrike chariot, except you get 2 of them because they're not as good because they're goblins.
Exactly. And they were also in the box, and they're fantastic models. How many times can we say it?
Everything about a wolf is a fantastic model.
Yeah.
Speaking of, Snarl Pack Cavalry.
These are the larger wolves.
Bigger wolf.
Bigger wolf that can fit 2 goblins on the back.
You have 2 goblins on top of you. One has a spear and one has an axe.
You are a wolf. You have 2 goblins on top of you.
Yeah. Can we just talk about how the one on the right, like, almost kind of looks like it's about to do the moonfall?
The moonfall?
The famous goddammit moon, where it's the wolf.
Oh, yeah.
Face planting into the snow.
Yeah, he is.
It almost, I know it's not, it's the in action running, which, speaking of which, oh god, the minimal points of contacts on those little feetsies.
Yeah, at least they're like,
I fear.
They're all touching a rock, so the rock is going to have contact to the base, but the foot to the rock is so small.
Yes, but oh man, that gives me terror. But otherwise, these might be my favorite of this release.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, just because they're just awesome armored battle wolves.
Yeah, they do look really good. Again, wolves, fantastic.
And then another old returning classic, the Doom Diver Catapult, which is they didn't even change they didn't need to change the name.
No, they didn't.
It was the Doom Diver Catapult in the Old World. It is literally the same thing, which is a catapult with a grot with wings that flies towards the enemy. They didn't change the name. They did update it. It's much bigger now, much more fancy, much more AOS. The rules are that you can choose to basically get a bonus to hit, but it does less damage because he is losing velocity as he's steering himself, I believe.
It's reroll to hit with -1 to your AP.
Right.
So yeah, your attacks get a little weaker, but a little more accurate, which is still pretty cool because I believe they're damage 3 AP 3 normally.
Yeah, wait, he does have an explosive helmet.
Fair enough.
Like, they give you a hand grenade to stick on your head and say go.
Yeah, so basically they hit like a truck, but they have to hit, and it gives you a way to make them hit, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, and then honestly, losing AP against certain things is really not that big of a deal.
That's true. But yeah, cool, absolutely. This one is my favorite.
I can see that. I never liked the Doom Diver Catapult, honestly. It was more of I like the idea is funny, but the model never appealed to me.
Fair enough.
But it is a great idea.
Yeah.
And then last, but, least.
Yeah,
honestly,
let's be honest with each other.
although they're not bad. The dice are not bad. They're bright yellow. They're very readable.
They're inherently readable. If you can't see the symbol, they just look like any other yellow Chessex dice.
Yeah, that's very true. Well, that's kind of true of all Warhammer dice nowadays.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, they'll be a little too expensive, but hey, if you want to rep your faction and pump out some money for it, at least they're usable and good in-game.
Yeah. Better than being unreadable.
Yes. And then I just want to call out that apparently this is just the cavalry focus release because the next White Dwarf is also red for Rohan. So.
Yep. It looks like a Harlequin combat patrol coming up, which is interesting.
Yes, which will be, it's going to be the bikes and infantry is my guess.
There's only, 4 models in that faction, in the sub-faction?
And half of them are heroes?
Yeah.
So it'll probably be a hero, 1 or 2 units of the troop, and either the bikes, or I think do they have a skimmer thing, or is it literally just the bikes?
They have the smaller bikes or the bigger like hover vehicle.
Given how Combat Patrol's going, I'm going to guess it's going to be smaller bikes.
Probably.
That would be my prediction.
Yeah.
But we shall see. It also, like, they're calling out this thing Aspects of War, which is a new way to play 40K.
Oh.
Which is, I don't know what that means.
I don't know either. Let's see, does it say in the description?
Nope.
Aspects of War, which is supported by a set of 10 new stratagem cards. That's all it says.
Combat Patrol ain't doing so well. Let's try again.
Yeah, so it says accompanied by Combat Patrol for Harlequins and an exciting new way to play Aspects of War.
Right. The syntax there says that this is like something we've already heard about, which maybe it is and I just haven't been paying attention.
Fair.
But if you look at the cover, it says Aspects of War, a new way to play for Warhammer 40,000.
It also says new Auric rules on the front.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I didn't see the rules
Oracles.
for it. I only saw the background and painting guide. Interesting. Wow, they really buried the lead here.
They did.
Oh, it's a new Army of Renown.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that makes sense.
I also like that because you had Rohan on the cover, you had to put a copyright Warhammer Brothers Entertainment in the bottom right.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
We own this. Don't you dare think otherwise.
Middle Earth, copyright. Lord of the Rings, copyright. Rohan, copyright. Battle of Edoras, copyright.
Battle copyright of copyright. Heterous copyright.
Yeah. They copyright wrote the word of.
If they would, they could.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that's
so
it.
that's it for. Yes, that is it for this Sunday. Obviously, I am not a Gitz player. I do like wolf models. I have Rip a Snarl Fangs. They're really great. I could see myself someday picking up the Snarl Pack Cavalry, but I probably won't get anything from this release.
Yeah, I won't either. I definitely know some people who will. People that are excited about this release. People that excitedly picked up the army box.
Friend of the show, Sean, will be having a great time.
Exactly. He's already checked his credit card limit to see how many Doomdiver catapults he can buy.
Just 3. Well, you can only run 3, right?
No, you are not limited to what you can run. It's just what you can fit in your detachment. Not detachments. You know what I mean? Regiments.
Oh, right. There's no rule of 3 in
Nope, not in Sigmar. You can run as many as you want.
Well, all right. Just yeah, just Doom Divers and
Yeah.
hope you don't get in the melee.
Skagrot, Doomdivers, end of sentence.
We call this revolutionary. Oh, it's the Gretchen Revolutionary Committee because they're instead of muskets they just got lines of Doom Divers or something.
Or something.
All right. So that's it for this Sunday. We'll keep you posted with more news to come. Those of you might have just seen that there was some pretty big Kill Team news that was just released.
Yeah,
we'll be talking about that this week.
Just dropped on a Saturday for some reason.
Because every model is a Necromunda model.
Yes, it is.
And until that time...
Bye-bye.